Why you must ignore them. The Stoic way to handle toxic relationships. Are you exhausted from the relentless drain of toxic relationships that rob you of your energy and peace? Have you ever wondered if there's a way to transcend the drama and negativity, reclaiming your inner calm and resilience? In this video, we delve into why ignoring toxic relationships is essential and how Stoic principles can guide you through this process. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This profound insight is the key to freeing yourself from the emotional turmoil caused by toxic relationships. But what does it truly mean to ignore negative influences in your life? How can this ancient wisdom steer you through the toughest breakups and relationship challenges? Today, we're going to uncover why ignoring toxic people is crucial for your well-being. You'll discover how Stoic philosophy empowers you to detach from chaos and focus on what truly matters, your own peace and personal growth. Before we dive in, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This helps us reach more people like you who are seeking peace. So, are you ready to break free from the chains of toxic relationships and embrace a Stoic mindset? Let's get started. Number 1. Preserve your mental health. Have you ever noticed how certain interactions leave you completely drained, as if someone has siphoned off all your energy? Toxic relationships have this notorious effect, often making you feel anxious, stressed, and even depressed. Preserving your mental health is paramount, and a vital step in this direction is learning to ignore these harmful connections. Think about Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, who wisely said, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do, only what you do." This profound statement encapsulates the core of Stoicism, focusing on your own actions and reactions rather than being consumed by the negativity of others. In the realm of relationships, this wisdom translates to recognizing when a connection is detrimental to your mental well-being and taking decisive steps to distance yourself from it. Imagine you have a friend who constantly criticizes you, belittles your accomplishments, and leaves you feeling worthless. Despite your efforts to maintain the friendship, it only brings more pain and stress. Applying Stoic principles here means choosing to ignore their negativity, understanding that their behavior is a reflection of their own issues and not a measure of your worth. This shift in perspective is empowering and liberating, enabling you to reclaim your peace of mind. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This insight reveals that our mental suffering often stems from how we perceive and react to situations, rather than the situations themselves. By choosing to ignore toxic influences, you regain control over your mental state, reducing unnecessary suffering and fostering a healthier mindset. Consider a modern-day scenario. You're at work, and there's a colleague who is always negative, spreading gossip and complaining about everything. Their negativity can be contagious, pulling you into a spiral of frustration and negativity. By applying Stoic principles, you can choose to mentally distance yourself from their toxic behavior. Focus on your tasks, remind yourself of your own values, and refuse to let their negativity infiltrate your mind. Over time, you'll notice a significant improvement in your own mood and productivity. The power of ignoring toxic relationships lies in the protection of your mental health. This is not an act of selfishness, it is an act of self-preservation. Surrounding yourself with positivity and people who uplift you is crucial. Picture your mind as a garden. To keep it healthy and vibrant, you must remove the weeds that threaten to choke your happiness and peace. Just as a gardener carefully tends to their plants, you must tend to your mental well-being, nurturing it with care and attention. As you let go of negativity, you'll find your mental resilience strengthening and your capacity for joy expanding. This is a journey of choosing tranquility over turmoil, peace over conflict. Think about how different your life could be if you prioritize your mental health and happiness above all else. What steps can you take today to start this transformation? Can you identify the toxic relationships in your life and take the first step toward distancing yourself from them? The lessons of Stoicism offer us practical wisdom for navigating the complexities of modern life. By embracing the power of ignoring toxic relationships, you are not only preserving your mental health, but also opening the door to a more fulfilling and joyful existence. Remember, your peace of mind is priceless, and it is worth every effort to protect it. As you move forward, keep in mind the words of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, allowing their timeless wisdom to guide you towards a life of tranquility and inner strength. The message is clear. Prioritize your mental health by distancing yourself from toxic relationships. This act of self-preservation is crucial for your well-being and happiness. Reflect on your interactions, identify the ones that drain your energy, and take steps to protect your peace. Surround yourself with positive influences and remember that your mental state is within your control. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, you can cultivate a life filled with tranquility, resilience, and joy. What actions will you take today to safeguard your mental health? How will you choose to ignore the negativity and focus on your own well-being? The power is in your hands. Number 2. Focus on self-growth. Toxic relationships can act as significant barriers to self-growth, trapping you in cycles of negativity and self-doubt. Ignoring these detrimental influences is a powerful step toward reclaiming your path to personal development and fulfillment. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote underscores the importance of self-mastery in Stoic philosophy, which involves taking control of your own life and focusing on your growth regardless of external circumstances. In the context of relationships, this means recognizing when someone is stifling your potential and taking action to distance yourself from their negative influence. Think about a scenario where you have a partner who constantly undermines your ambitions. Whenever you express a desire to pursue a new hobby, career path, or personal goal, they dismiss your ideas and make you feel incapable. This toxic dynamic can severely hinder your self-growth, as you become more focused on appeasing them rather than pursuing your aspirations. By applying Stoic principles, you can choose to ignore their negativity and focus on your journey. What if you redirected the energy spent on managing their disapproval into pursuing your dreams? How much more fulfilled could you be? Stoic wisdom teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By focusing on your self-growth, you shift your attention from the toxic relationship to your own development. This means setting boundaries, prioritizing your goals, and surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who encourage your growth. Have you considered how different your life could be if you invested in relationships that uplift you rather than drag you down? Consider another example. A toxic friend who constantly competes with you, downplays your successes, and creates an environment of constant comparison. This relationship can create a toxic cycle where you are more concerned with their opinion than with your own progress. By ignoring this negativity, you can break free from the comparison trap and focus on your unique path to self-improvement. What if you decided today to value your own journey more than the opinions of others? How might that change your daily experiences and overall happiness? Embracing Stoic practices such as self-reflection, mindfulness, and intentional action can significantly enhance your personal growth. Journaling, meditation, and setting clear, achievable goals are practical ways to keep yourself focused on what truly matters. These practices help you cultivate a mindset that prioritizes your development and resilience over external validation. Have you ever tried journaling to reflect on your progress and set intentions for your future? How might this practice help you stay aligned with your goals? Remember, your journey of self-growth is unique and precious. By ignoring toxic relationships, You create a fertile ground for your personal development to flourish. You become free to explore your passions, hone your skills, and build a life that aligns with your values and dreams. As you focus on self-growth, you will find that your confidence, happiness, and sense of purpose will naturally expand. Choose to prioritize yourself and watch as your potential unfolds in ways you never thought possible. So, what steps will you take today to prioritize your growth? How will you set boundaries with those who hold you back and invest in relationships that support your journey? Reflect on these questions and take deliberate actions toward your self-mastery. As Seneca wisely said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Embrace the Stoic path and let it guide you toward a more fulfilling and resilient life. What new heights could you reach if you fully committed to your personal development? The power lies within you to shape your destiny and thrive amidst the challenges life presents. Number 3, reclaim your time and energy. Time and energy are two of your most valuable resources, yet toxic relationships have a way of consuming them relentlessly. Have you ever noticed how much time you spend worrying about or dealing with a toxic person in your life? Redirecting that energy towards something more productive and fulfilling is paramount. Reclaiming your time and energy by ignoring toxic relationships is essential for leading a balanced and purposeful life. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were all well invested." This powerful quote reminds us that our time is precious and should be spent wisely. In the context of relationships, this means recognizing when someone is a drain on your time and energy and choosing to focus on more meaningful endeavors. Imagine a practical example. A colleague who constantly drags you into office gossip, complaints, and unproductive discussions. These interactions not only waste your time, but also sap your energy, leaving you feeling drained and unmotivated. By applying Stoic principles, you can choose to ignore these distractions and focus on your work and personal goals. Setting boundaries with such individuals can help you reclaim the time and energy that rightfully belong to you. Another scenario could involve a family member who frequently involves you in their personal dramas, leaving you emotionally exhausted. While it's important to support loved ones, there's a fine line between being supportive and being consumed by their negativity. By gently distancing yourself and focusing on your well-being, you can preserve your energy for more constructive purposes. Stoicism teaches us the importance of intentional living and prioritizing our resources. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This means taking decisive action to invest your time and energy in activities and relationships that contribute to your growth and happiness. It involves making conscious choices about where you direct your attention and effort. Imagine the possibilities when you redirect the time and energy spent on toxic relationships towards your passions, hobbies, and personal projects. You could learn a new skill, start a side business, or simply spend more time with people who uplift and inspire you. The mental and emotional space you gain can lead to greater clarity, creativity, and overall well-being. Consider how modern life often pulls us in many directions, with various commitments and distractions. It's easy to fall into the trap of investing our limited resources into relationships that drain us rather than nurture us. Embracing the wisdom of Stoicism, you can protect your time and energy by being selective about the relationships you maintain. Think about the mental peace that comes from spending time with those who align with your values and encourage your personal growth. As Epictetus noted, we should always be asking ourselves, is this something that is, or is not, in my control? By focusing on what you can control, your own actions and responses, you empower yourself to manage your time and energy effectively. Imagine the peace and productivity you could achieve by disengaging from toxic relationships. The opportunities for self-improvement and fulfillment are vast. You might deepen your expertise in a hobby, strengthen your professional skills, or simply enjoy more moments of calm and clarity. By reclaiming the time and energy spent on toxic relationships, you're making an investment in your own well-being and future. Embrace the power of reclaiming your time and energy. By choosing to ignore toxic relationships, you open up a world of opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Your time and energy are finite resources. Invest them wisely in pursuits that bring you joy and purpose. Remember, you have the power to create a life that aligns with your values and dreams. Choose to protect your resources and watch as your life transforms for the better. Through mindful practice and the application of Stoic wisdom, you can navigate the complexities of relationships with grace and resilience, ensuring that your precious resources are dedicated to what truly matters. Thank you for being here and watching this video. How have you handled toxic relationships in your life using Stoic principles? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you're not sure what to write, you can start with, "I focus on my inner peace by." Let's start a meaningful discussion. Number 4. Enhance your self-esteem. Imagine you're in a room filled with people who constantly belittle your achievements and make you doubt your abilities. These are toxic relationships, and they can severely damage your self-esteem, making you question your worth over time. But what if you could escape from these damaging influences and build a stronger, more confident version of yourself? Enhancing your self-esteem by distancing yourself from toxic relationships isn't just a possibility, it's a necessity for your well-being. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This powerful quote underscores the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance, which are crucial for healthy self-esteem. In the realm of relationships, this means recognizing when someone's behavior is harmful to your self-perception and taking steps to distance yourself from their negativity. Take a practical example. Imagine a friend who constantly criticizes your choices, making you feel inadequate regardless of what you do. Their comments might be subtle, but over time, they erode your confidence. By applying Stoic wisdom, you can decide to ignore their negativity and affirm your own worth. Remember, their behavior reflects their insecurities, not a true measure of your capabilities. Or consider a partner who belittles your accomplishments, making you feel that nothing you do is ever good enough. This toxic dynamic can severely impact your self-esteem, causing you to doubt your abilities. By choosing to ignore their harmful comments and focusing on your strengths, you can start rebuilding your confidence. As the Stoics teach, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This means taking control of your self-perception and not allowing external negativity to define you. Stoic practices such as self-reflection and mindfulness can significantly enhance your self-esteem. Journaling about your strengths, achievements, and positive qualities can reinforce a healthy self-image. Additionally, surrounding yourself with supportive people who appreciate and encourage you can significantly boost your confidence. Think about the impact on your life when you stop letting toxic relationships dictate your self-worth. By focusing on your positive attributes and accomplishments, you can cultivate a resilient self-esteem that isn't easily shaken by others' negativity. Consider a modern story to illustrate this. Jenna, a talented graphic designer, always received harsh criticism from her friend, Sarah. Every design Jenna showed Sarah was met with nitpicking and dismissive comments. Over time, Jenna started doubting her skills, even though her clients loved her work. One day, Jenna decided enough was enough. She remembered Epictetus's teaching and chose to distance herself from Sarah's negativity. Jenna started journaling her achievements and surrounded herself with supportive friends and colleagues. Gradually, her confidence returned, and she thrived in her career, no longer held back by Sarah's toxic influence. Think of the freedom and strength you would feel if you took a similar step in your own life. What relationships in your life are eroding your self-esteem? How can you begin to distance yourself from their negative impact? Enhancing your self-esteem by ignoring toxic relationships not only improves your mental health but also empowers you to pursue your goals with renewed confidence. Embrace the power of recognizing your worth independent of others' opinions. Choose to protect and nurture your self-esteem, and you will find yourself growing stronger, more confident, and more capable of achieving your dreams. Remember, you are worthy of respect and love, starting with the respect and love you give yourself. By focusing on your strengths and surrounding yourself with positivity, you can overcome the negativity of toxic relationships and build a life filled with self-assurance and success. Number 5. Promote inner peace. Inner peace is often described as a state of mental and emotional tranquility where you are unbothered by the chaos around you. Achieving this serene state is a fundamental goal in Stoicism and is crucial for overall well-being. One of the most effective ways to cultivate inner peace is by ignoring toxic relationships that disrupt your life with negativity and conflict. Imagine having a colleague who constantly gossips, creates drama, and criticizes others. Their behavior creates a tense and uncomfortable work environment, affecting your peace of mind. By choosing to ignore their toxic behavior, you are not engaging in their negativity. Instead, you focus on your work, maintaining a calm and composed demeanor. This approach helps you stay centered and less affected by external turmoil. Ignoring toxic relationships also involves setting boundaries. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Setting clear boundaries with those who disrupt your peace is an exercise of this power. It might mean limiting interactions with a toxic family member or deciding not to engage in arguments with a confrontational friend. These actions are not about avoidance, but about preserving your mental and emotional well-being. Consider a practical example. You have a friend who always brings up controversial topics and thrives on heated debates, leaving you feeling stressed and agitated after every interaction. By setting boundaries and choosing to steer conversations away from contentious subjects, you protect your inner peace. You can still maintain the friendship, but on terms that do not compromise your tranquility. Another aspect of promoting inner peace is practicing mindfulness and self-reflection. The Stoics believed in regular self-examination to understand their emotions and reactions. Journaling your thoughts and feelings about your interactions with toxic individuals can provide clarity and help you devise strategies to maintain your peace. Meditative practices such as deep breathing and mindfulness meditation can also be powerful tools to keep your mind calm and centered. Inner peace is not a passive state, but an active pursuit. It requires conscious decisions and actions to protect yourself from the external chaos that toxic relationships bring. By ignoring the negativity, setting boundaries, and practicing mindfulness, you create a sanctuary within yourself that remains undisturbed by the outside world. Embrace the power of Stoicism to cultivate inner peace. By focusing on your mental and emotional well-being, you pave the way for a life filled with tranquility and joy. Remember, your peace is priceless. Protect it fiercely, and let it guide you towards a happier, more fulfilling life. You've passed half of the video, and we hope you're finding these insights valuable. If you're enjoying the content so far, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us reach more people who can benefit from this Stoic wisdom. If you don't know what to comment, simply type, "Ignoring is power," to let us know that our session has made an impact. Now let's dive into the remaining points and continue our journey toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Number 6. Build healthier relationships. Think of your life as a beautiful garden. Each plant represents a different aspect of your well-being and personal growth. However, when your garden is overrun with weeds, no amount of watering and care can help your plants thrive. These weeds are like toxic relationships. consuming your energy and overshadowing the potential for healthier, more supportive connections to flourish. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This wisdom, profound in its simplicity, underscores the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences. By distancing yourself from those who bring negativity, you create space for relationships that truly enhance your life. But how does this translate into practical action, especially in our personal interactions? Consider a scenario where you're consistently drained by a friend who only reaches out to complain or belittle your achievements. This type of relationship can leave you feeling inadequate and exhausted. Choosing to step back and limit your interactions with such a person is a form of self-preservation. It's not about being unkind or abandoning someone in need. It's about protecting your own mental and emotional health. By doing so, you open the door to new friendships that are more nurturing and supportive. In a romantic context, imagine a partner who constantly criticizes and undermines you. This toxic dynamic can erode your self-esteem and sense of worth over time. Here, the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control becomes crucial. You cannot change the behavior of others, but you can control your response to it. By choosing to leave or minimize contact with this partner, you reclaim your power and set boundaries that invite healthier relationships into your life. Epictetus, another revered Stoic philosopher, taught that we should keep our company with those who uplift us and share our values. This principle is not about abandoning people at the first sign of trouble, but about recognizing persistent patterns of toxicity and making conscious choices to surround yourself with positivity. By doing so, you cultivate an environment where mutual respect, growth, and genuine support can thrive. As you let go of toxic relationships, you create space for connections based on mutual respect and encouragement. These healthier relationships can have a profound impact on your life, providing emotional support, constructive feedback, and a sense of belonging. You begin to attract people who align with your values and aspirations, fostering a community where everyone benefits. Remember, the essence of Stoicism lies in understanding what is within our control and what is not. By choosing to ignore toxic influences, you exercise this wisdom, prioritizing your well-being and paving the way for more fulfilling relationships. Embrace the power of choosing your company wisely. Let go of the relationships that no longer serve you, and watch as your life begins to blossom with the beauty of healthier, more positive connections. Your journey towards inner peace and personal growth starts with the courage to ignore what holds you back. Stay strong, stay positive, and watch as your life transforms. To deepen this understanding, let's consider the modern relevance of this ancient wisdom. In today's fast-paced, digitally connected world, it's easy to find ourselves entangled in relationships that drain us. Social media, for instance, can amplify the presence of toxic individuals in our lives. By applying Stoic principles, you can curate your social interactions just as you would your physical ones, ensuring that the digital spaces you inhabit contribute positively to your mental and emotional health. Furthermore, in the workplace, toxic relationships can be particularly challenging. Colleagues who undermine you, bosses who belittle your efforts, and work environments that foster negativity can all take a significant toll. Here, the Stoic approach of focusing on what you can control is invaluable. While you may not be able to change the behavior of others or the culture of your workplace, you can choose how you respond. Setting boundaries, seeking out supportive colleagues, and prioritizing your own well-being can help you navigate these professional challenges. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This reinforces the idea that by choosing to focus on positive, supportive relationships, you can cultivate a happier, more fulfilling life. It's not just about removing the negative influences, but actively seeking out and nurturing the positive ones. As you embark on this journey of letting go of toxic relationships, keep in mind that it's a process. It requires patience, self-awareness, and a commitment to your own well-being. But the rewards are immense. By creating space for healthier relationships, you not only improve your own life, but also inspire those around you to do the same. Your garden, once overrun with weeds, will begin to flourish with vibrant, supportive connections that bring out the best in you. The Stoic way to handle toxic relationships is about recognizing what is within your control and making conscious choices to protect and enhance your well-being. It's about surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you, and letting go of those who do not. By doing so, you pave the way for a life filled with positivity, growth, and genuine happiness. Embrace this wisdom, take control of your relationships, and watch as your life transforms into a beautiful, thriving garden. Number 7, improve physical health. Have you ever woken up feeling like there's a weight on your chest, your mind cluttered with the stress and anxiety from a toxic relationship? This persistent strain doesn't just mess with your mind, it wreaks havoc on your body too. Chronic stress from toxic relationships can cause a slew of health problems, from high blood pressure and a weakened immune system to even more severe issues like heart disease. It's like your body is crying out for help, showing the physical toll of your emotional turmoil. The wise Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote shines a light on how our mental and emotional stress can manifest physically. Let's talk about Sarah. She spent years in a relationship where her partner constantly belittled her, making her feel small and insignificant. The stress and emotional pain she endured led to frequent headaches, digestive problems, and insomnia. Despite trying to stay healthy, the relentless negativity drained her energy and resilience, making her feel perpetually exhausted. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot. In the context of relationships, this means recognizing that we can't change someone else's behavior, but we can change how we respond to it. By choosing to ignore and distance ourselves from toxic influences, we protect our physical health as well as our mental well-being. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When Sarah finally mustered the courage to leave her toxic partner and ignore the negativity that followed, she experienced significant improvements in her physical health. Her headaches lessened, her sleep patterns improved, and she felt more vibrant and alive. By prioritizing her well-being and embracing Stoic principles, she regained control over her life and health. The connection between our body and mind is profound. By reducing stress and emotional turmoil, we give our bodies the chance to heal and thrive. Ignoring toxic relationships isn't just about sidestepping discomfort, it's a proactive measure to safeguard our physical health. It's about acknowledging that our well-being is crucial and taking the necessary steps to protect it. Consider your own relationships for a moment. Is enduring constant stress and negativity truly a sign of strength? Real strength lies in having the courage to walk away and protect your peace. Think about this. How many times have you put up with a toxic situation, hoping it would get better, only to find your health deteriorating? What if you took a stand for yourself, embraced the wisdom of the Stoics, and prioritized your health? By ignoring toxic influences, you're not just nurturing your mind, you're fortifying your body. Your health is your most valuable asset, and no relationship is worth sacrificing it. Live by this principle, and you'll discover a newfound inner peace and physical vitality. Imagine a modern-day story to bring this home. John, a successful executive, was in a similar boat. His boss was a relentless critic, never acknowledging his hard work, always focusing on mistakes. This constant pressure led John to suffer from high blood pressure and chronic fatigue. Inspired by Stoic philosophy, John decided to address the situation. He couldn't change his boss, but he could change his response. He set boundaries, focused on his tasks without internalizing the criticism, and sought healthier work environments. Over time, his health improved dramatically. He slept better, felt less stressed, and his blood pressure normalized. By applying Stoic principles, John not only saved his health, but also found greater satisfaction in his professional life. So, what about you? Are you willing to endure unnecessary stress, or will you choose to protect your well-being? Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. Prioritize your health, knowing that by ignoring toxic influences, you're nurturing both your mind and body. Your health is your wealth, and no relationship is worth sacrificing it. Live by this principle, and you'll find both inner peace and physical vitality. Reflect on your relationships and ask yourself, are they worth the toll they're taking on your health? What steps can you take today to prioritize your well-being and live a healthier, more balanced life? Number 8, increase productivity. Picture this. You wake up every morning with a mind as clear as a calm lake, undisturbed by the chaos that toxic relationships often bring. No more wasting precious hours ruminating over hurtful words, unnecessary arguments, or draining interactions. This is the incredible power of ignoring toxic relationships. It significantly boosts your productivity and allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters to you. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound wisdom serves as a reminder that our true power lies in our ability to control our inner world, not the external chaos. By choosing to let go of toxic relationships, we free up mental space previously occupied by negativity, enabling us to channel our thoughts and efforts towards our goals and aspirations. Let's take the example of Sarah, a dedicated young professional. Sarah was stuck in a toxic friendship with a colleague who constantly belittled her achievements, spread malicious rumors, and created unnecessary drama in the workplace. This toxic dynamic consumed Sarah's time and energy, affecting her performance and overall morale. But then, inspired by Stoic teachings, Sarah made a conscious decision to distance herself from this negative influence. She stopped participating in gossip, minimized interactions with this colleague, and redirected her focus towards her work and personal growth. The transformation was remarkable. Sarah's productivity soared, she completed tasks more efficiently, felt a surge of motivation, and even earned recognition from her superiors for her hard work. Epictetus, another revered Stoic philosopher, reinforced this approach with his saying, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By choosing to ignore her toxic colleague, Sarah took control of her reactions, prioritizing her well-being and professional goals. This shift in focus allowed her to redirect her energy from managing drama to achieving excellence. In both personal and professional realms, ignoring toxic influences creates an environment where you can truly flourish. It strips away distractions and enables you to concentrate on what truly matters. The clarity and focus gained from letting go of negative connections amplify your ability to pursue your dreams with unwavering determination and vigor. So how do you handle toxic relationships the Stoic way? How do you embrace this mindset to enhance your productivity? It's all about making tough yet necessary choices. Distancing yourself from those who hinder your progress is not just an act of self-preservation, but a crucial step toward self-improvement and success. Embrace the Stoic mindset and reclaim your power. By ignoring toxic relationships, you open up a world of possibilities where your energy is solely dedicated to your growth and achievements. Stay committed to your path and remember that true strength lies in your ability to focus on what you can control. Let's delve deeper into this. Imagine you're trying to cultivate a beautiful garden. Toxic relationships are like weeds that choke the life out of your plants, stealing nutrients and space. If you don't remove these weeds, your garden will never thrive. Similarly, by ignoring toxic individuals, you're essentially weeding out the negativity from your life, giving yourself the room to grow and flourish. Consider this. How much more could you achieve if your mind wasn't preoccupied with negativity? How many of your dreams are within reach if only you redirected the energy wasted on toxic relationships towards your passions? Reflect on these questions and let them guide you in making choices that align with your well-being and aspirations. When you decide to focus on your inner world, you embark on a journey towards self-mastery. This path isn't always easy, and it requires a significant amount of strength and discipline, but the rewards are immense. As you distance yourself from toxicity, you begin to see your goals more clearly, and your path to achieving them becomes less cluttered. Your productivity increases, not just because you have more time, but because your mind is no longer clouded by unnecessary drama. Think of the wise words of Seneca. He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Holding on to toxic relationships is a form of unnecessary suffering. By letting them go, you are choosing to alleviate a burden that you don't need to carry. This decision, though challenging, brings about a profound sense of freedom and empowerment. Now, you might wonder, how do you start this process? Begin by identifying the toxic relationships in your life. These are the connections that drain your energy, bring you down, and distract you from your goals. Once identified, take deliberate steps to distance yourself. This doesn't mean you have to confront or engage in conflict. Often, simply minimizing interactions and setting boundaries is enough. Use this newfound space to cultivate positive habits, focus on your ambitions, and invest in relationships that uplift and inspire you. The Stoic way to handle toxic relationships is not about rejecting people, but about protecting your peace and productivity. It's about understanding that your energy is finite and choosing to invest it wisely. By doing so, you not only increase your productivity, but also enhance your overall quality of life. You become more resilient, more focused, and more capable of achieving your dreams. So, as you move forward, remember to guard your inner world fiercely. Let go of the negativity, embrace the power within, and watch as your productivity soars, paving the way for a brighter and more fulfilling future. The journey might be tough, but the destination is worth every step. Stay committed, stay strong, and let the wisdom of the Stoics guide you towards a life of greater productivity and inner peace. If you've made it this far, you're a true guardian of your peace. Drop a comment saying, "I choose serenity," to show you're dedicated to handling toxic relationships the Stoic way. Stick around. The best is yet to come. Number 9. Strengthen emotional resilience. Navigating the labyrinth of human relationships can be daunting, especially when confronted with toxicity that saps our emotional strength and peace of mind. Yet, Stoicism offers a beacon of wisdom, teaching us how to handle these relationships with grace and resilience. Let's continue to delve into why you must ignore toxic people and how embracing this Stoic principle can transform your life. In our daily interactions, we often underestimate the profound impact toxic relationships have on our emotional resilience. The constant barrage of negativity, criticism, and manipulation from toxic individuals can gradually erode our strength, leaving us feeling vulnerable and drained. However, Stoic philosophy provides a powerful antidote: the art of ignoring. By consciously choosing to ignore toxic relationships, we not only protect our emotional well-being, but also fortify ourselves against future adversities. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this wisdom when he said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This quote highlights the critical importance of self-control and emotional mastery. When we allow toxic individuals to dictate our emotions, we relinquish our autonomy and inner peace. Ignoring them is not a sign of weakness or passivity, but rather an act of reclaiming our power and maintaining our tranquility. Consider a scenario where someone is constantly subjected to a friend's undermining comments and manipulative behavior. Engaging with such negativity only entangles them further in a cycle of emotional turmoil. By choosing to ignore this toxicity, They can detach emotionally, shielding their inner peace from the negative words and actions. This deliberate detachment doesn't imply avoiding conflict or evading problems. Instead, it involves discerning what lies within our control and what does not. A core tenet of Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Applying this wisdom to toxic relationships means focusing on our responses rather than attempting to change or control the toxic person. In practical terms, ignoring toxic relationships involves setting boundaries and distancing ourselves from negative influences. It means refusing to engage in unnecessary arguments or allowing hurtful comments to affect our self-worth. By consistently practicing emotional detachment, we build resilience and develop the ability to face adversity with composure and clarity. The transformation this brings is profound. As we strengthen our emotional resilience, we become better equipped to handle future challenges with calmness and confidence, free from the burden of others' toxicity. This shift in focus, from external to internal, empowers us to maintain our peace and build a fortress of inner strength. To illustrate, imagine you are a ship navigating through turbulent seas. Toxic relationships are like the storms that threaten to capsize your vessel. By mastering the art of ignoring, you steer clear of these storms, keeping your course steady and your ship intact. The wisdom of the Stoics, such as the teachings of Seneca, who said, "He who is brave is free," reminds us that true freedom and strength lie in our ability to rise above external chaos and remain centered. Embracing the Stoic principle of ignoring toxic relationships allows us to cultivate an unbreakable spirit. Every step we take toward emotional resilience is a step toward a more peaceful and fulfilling life. We learn to keep our minds strong, our hearts open, and our focus on what truly matters. In modern life, this means prioritizing our well-being over pleasing others or seeking their approval. It involves recognizing that we cannot control others' actions, but can always control our responses. This practice not only shields us from emotional harm, but also inspires others to respect our boundaries. The journey toward emotional resilience is ongoing and requires consistent effort, but the rewards are immense. We gain the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence, unburdened by the negativity of toxic relationships. So let's embrace the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Let us master the art of ignoring toxic relationships and, in doing so, cultivate a spirit that is unyielding and resilient. Remember, each step we take in building our emotional resilience brings us closer to a life of tranquility and fulfillment. You have the power to rise above, stronger, and more resilient than ever before. Number 10. Live according to your values. Living in accordance with your values is one of the most liberating and empowering experiences you can have. By deciding to ignore toxic relationships, you free yourself to live a life aligned with your deepest principles and beliefs. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This quote underscores the importance of surrounding yourself with influences that uplift and inspire, rather than those that pull you down. In relationships, it's crucial to recognize that the people you associate with significantly impact your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Toxic relationships often push you to compromise your values, engage in negative behaviors, or become someone you're not. By choosing to distance yourself from these relationships, you make a conscious decision to prioritize your values over the pressures and manipulations of others. This decision isn't always easy, but it's a necessary step for personal growth and mental well-being. Consider Sarah, a dedicated professional and compassionate friend. She found herself in a relationship with someone who constantly belittled her ambitions and disrespected her boundaries. Over time, she noticed how this relationship eroded her self-esteem and pushed her to act against her core values of respect and mutual support. Inspired by Stoic wisdom, Sarah decided to distance herself from this toxic influence. By doing so, she reconnected with her values and pursued her goals with renewed vigor and confidence. Her story highlights the power of choosing your well-being over toxic connections. The Stoics teach us the importance of inner peace and self-control. Seneca once wrote, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This advice is particularly relevant when dealing with relationships. Surrounding yourself with positive influences helps you stay true to your values and fosters an environment where you can thrive. When you let go of toxic relationships, you open up space for individuals who respect and support you, enhancing your journey toward personal fulfillment. Ignoring toxic relationships is not just about removing negative influences, it's about creating a positive framework for your life. This act of self-care enables you to focus on what truly matters and pursue your passions without the constant drain of negativity. It allows you to cultivate a life that reflects your values, leading to deeper satisfaction and happiness. Imagine the clarity and peace you would feel if every interaction in your life was grounded in mutual respect and support. Take a stand for yourself and your values. Embrace the power of Stoic wisdom and choose to ignore those who do not uplift you. By doing so, you will not only protect your peace but also pave the way for a life of authenticity and fulfillment. The quality of your life is deeply connected to the quality of your relationships. Choose wisely, live wisely, and stay true to your values. Your journey to a more meaningful life begins with this powerful choice. So ask yourself, are the relationships in your life helping you to become the person you want to be? If not, what steps can you take today to align more closely with your values and protect your inner peace? By reflecting on these questions, you take the first steps towards creating a life that is both fulfilling and true to who you are. Remember, the journey to a more meaningful life begins with a single, deliberate choice to prioritize your values and well-being. 1. In the labyrinth of human interactions, toxic relationships can often be the most challenging and draining. These are the connections that, rather than nourishing our soul, deplete our energy and disturb our peace. However, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism provides us with a powerful framework to navigate these turbulent waters with grace and resilience. Toxic individuals often thrive on drama and conflict, seeking to disrupt the equilibrium of those around them. Their negative energy can seep into our lives, creating a ripple effect that disturbs our inner tranquility. This is where the teachings of Stoicism become invaluable. At its core, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining our inner peace and not allowing external circumstances to dictate our emotional state. Another fundamental principle of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which teaches us to differentiate between what is within our control and what is not. Toxic behavior from others falls firmly into the latter category. We cannot control how others act, but we can control how we respond. By choosing to ignore their provocations and disengage from their negativity, we protect our serenity. This act of disengagement is not an indication of weakness or avoidance. Rather, it is a deliberate choice to prioritize our well-being over unnecessary conflict. When we encounter toxic individuals, it is easy to get entangled in their web of negativity. They might try to provoke us with harsh words, manipulative actions, or even passive-aggressive behavior. However, responding to them only fuels their desire for drama. By maintaining a stoic composure and not giving them the reaction they seek, we starve their need for conflict. This can be incredibly empowering. It sends a clear message that our peace of mind is non-negotiable and that we refuse to be drawn into their chaos. The practice of ignoring toxic individuals also reinforces our commitment to living a life of virtue. Stoicism teaches that virtue is the highest good and that a virtuous life is one lived in accordance with nature and reason. Engaging in conflict with toxic people is often irrational and counterproductive. It takes us away from our path of self-improvement and personal growth. By choosing to rise above their negativity, we remain aligned with our values and continue to pursue a life of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Moreover, disengaging from toxic relationships allows us to focus our energy on more constructive and fulfilling pursuits. Toxic individuals can be incredibly draining, both emotionally and mentally. They can sap our energy, leaving us feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. By removing ourselves from their influence, we reclaim our time and energy, which we can then invest in activities and relationships that truly matter. This can lead to a more productive and fulfilling life. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of our thoughts and emotions, and to exercise control over our reactions. When we encounter toxicity, it is natural to feel anger, frustration, or even sadness. However, allowing these emotions to dictate our actions can lead to regrettable decisions. By practicing self-control, we can choose a more measured and thoughtful response. This not only preserves our peace of mind, but also prevents the situation from escalating further. Furthermore, ignoring toxic individuals can have a profound impact on our emotional resilience. It teaches us to be less reactive and more composed in the face of adversity. This resilience can be invaluable in other areas of our lives as well. When we learn to remain calm and composed in the presence of toxicity, we become better equipped to handle other challenges and setbacks. This emotional strength can help us navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and confidence. In addition to fostering emotional resilience, ignoring toxic people also helps us build healthier relationships. By removing toxic influences from our lives, we create space for more positive and supportive connections. These healthier relationships can provide us with the encouragement and support we need to thrive. They can help us grow and develop into the best version of ourselves. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences can also inspire us to be better and to continue striving for excellence. 2. Ultimately, the decision to ignore toxic individuals and disengage from their negativity is a profound act of self-love and self-respect. It is a declaration that we value our peace of mind and well-being above all else. It is a commitment to living a life of virtue, free from the destructive influence of negativity. By choosing to follow the Stoic way and handling toxic relationships, we empower ourselves to live more fulfilling, peaceful, and virtuous lives. In conclusion, the wisdom of Stoicism offers us a powerful guide to handling toxic relationships. By maintaining our inner tranquility, focusing on what we can control, and choosing to ignore the provocations of toxic individuals, we protect our peace and remain true to our values. This practice not only shields us from emotional harm, but also reinforces our commitment to a life of virtue. In doing so, we reclaim our energy, enhance our emotional resilience, and build healthier relationships. The Stoic way of handling toxic relationships is not about avoidance or passivity. It is about making a conscious choice to prioritize our well-being and live according to our highest principles. 3. In the grand tapestry of life, our interactions and relationships play a significant role in shaping our experiences and our outlook. By surrounding ourselves with positive, supportive individuals, we create an environment that nurtures our growth and well-being. Conversely, toxic relationships can act as anchors, weighing us down and preventing us from reaching our full potential. By learning to ignore and disengage from toxic people, we make space for more meaningful and fulfilling connections. Setting and maintaining boundaries is essential for our mental and emotional health. When we ignore toxic behavior, we are effectively saying, "I value myself too much to allow this into my life." This is not an act of avoidance, but a deliberate choice to prioritize our well-being. It's about teaching others how we expect to be treated and refusing to accept anything less. Furthermore, ignoring toxic people contributes to our overall sense of peace and happiness. The less time and energy we spend dealing with negativity, the more we can invest in activities and relationships that bring us joy and fulfillment. This shift in focus not only enhances our quality of life, but also fosters a more positive and optimistic outlook. We begin to see the world not as a battleground, but as a place of opportunity and growth. The journey to mastering this skill is undoubtedly challenging. It requires a deep understanding of our triggers and emotional responses. It involves a commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. But the rewards are immeasurable. By cultivating the ability to ignore toxic people, we create a life filled with positivity, resilience, and inner peace. In conclusion, the Stoic way of handling toxic relationships is not about running away from problems or being passive. It's about taking a proactive stance to protect our mental and emotional well-being. It's about recognizing our worth and refusing to let others dictate our happiness. By focusing on what we can control, our reactions and choices, we empower ourselves to live a life of virtue and tranquility, free from the chaos that toxic relationships bring. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom: to live in harmony with ourselves and the world around us, undisturbed by the negativity that may come our way. Thank you for sticking with us until the end of this video. We hope that the insights shared have empowered you to understand why ignoring toxic relationships is crucial for your well-being and personal growth. Toxic relationships can drain your energy, undermine your confidence, and distract you from your true purpose. By embracing Stoic wisdom and choosing to live according to your values, you can protect your peace and build a life filled with positivity and fulfillment. Remember, the Stoic way teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot. By ignoring those who seek to bring negativity into our lives, we reclaim our power and direct our energy towards things that truly matter. This approach not only shields us from unnecessary stress, but also allows us to cultivate inner strength and resilience. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life. Your support helps us reach more people who can benefit from these valuable lessons. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos filled with more insights on how to live a stoic and fulfilling life. We also encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you experienced toxic relationships, and how did you handle them? Your stories and insights could help others in the community. If you're unsure what to comment, simply type "Ignoring is power" to let us know that our session has made an impact. Thank you once again for watching, and remember, the power to change your life starts with the choices you make today. Stay strong, stay true to your values, and embrace the Stoic way. Together we can build a community of resilience, positivity, and unwavering strength.